Hello guys, this is Miss Lopez and today we're going to learn el presente continuo, which in English is present progressive, okay? When we're talking about el presente continuo, we're talking about what we're doing at this moment, okay? Not what we're doing in the past or not what we're doing in the future. No, we're talking about what is going on right now, okay? Which, to be able to form el presente continuo, we need two things, okay? And those two things is estar plus el gerundio, okay? When it comes to estar, okay, we're using el presente continuo, which means we have to conjugate estar en el presente, not the past, okay? When we're conjugating estar, we have yo form, tú, ella, él, usted, nosotros y ellas, ellos, ustedes. When we conjugate estar, the first one is gonna be estoy. Tú estás. Ella, él, usted está. Nosotros estamos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes están. Okay? Now, it is not going to be ser because el presente continuo is what we're doing at this moment. And it could change at any point. Okay? Right now, I am writing, but then the next 5 seconds, I'm going to be drawing. And then the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be talking. Okay? Those things are going to change, which is why we use estar and no ser. When it comes to el gerundio, we have two endings, okay? Only two endings, which AR es ando, ER es yendo. When it comes to el gerundio, to better explain that, is the ing at the end of a verb. For example, we have running, talking, singing, dancing, drinking, eating, writing, asking. Okay? This last three letters is el gerundio in English. Okay? This last three letters in Spanish translate to this: ando, yendo. Okay? Now, when we are doing this too, the only one that changes is whoever you're talking about. Okay? When it comes to el gerundio, ando is gonna be the same for all of them. For example, hablar. We know that hablar is what? To talk, to speak. Okay? Tenemos. We already know that we're going to eliminate the last two letters and we're going to add our new endings, which is el gerundio. Ando, ando, ando. It's going to be like that for all of them. Okay? The only one that is going to change is estar. Okay? For example, we have yo. Now, we're going to look at the yo en la forma de estar, and it's going to be estoy. Okay? Estoy hablando. I am talking. Okay? Now, if we want to change the person, we have tú. We look at estar en la forma de tú. Estás hablando. You are talking. Okay? Now we're going to conjugate bailar, which bailar is what? To dance. Okay? Now, because it is AR, we're going to eliminate the last two, and we're going to use our AR ending, ando. Okay? Again, when it comes to the verb, it is not going to change. Ando. Okay? Now, if we want to write sentences, let's use ella, él, usted. Tenemos él está, third person, bailando. He is dancing. Okay? Now we're gonna look at nosotros. Nosotros estamos bailando. Okay? We are dancing. Okay? As you can see, the only one that is changing between those two is estar. Okay? Because we have to make sure who are we talking about. Okay? I will be using yo, tú, él, nosotros, ustedes. Okay? Hablando is going to be the same for all of them. Bailando is going to be the same for all of them. Okay? The only one that changes is the person. Okay? Any questions, comments, concerns so far? Alright, now that we are done talking about AR endings, we're gonna go to ER y R. Okay? It's gonna be the same thing. Okay? It's what you're doing right now at this moment, not past or future. Okay? We already know that el gerundio is the last three letters in English. For example, running, talking, singing, dancing, drinking, eating, writing, or asking. Okay? Ahora vamos a estar en el ER y R, which those two are going to have the same endings no matter what. Okay? Remember, el presente continuo is formed of two things. Okay? Number one, estar. Número 2, gerundio. ¿Ok? Ya sabemos que cuando estamos hablando de estar es en el presente, no pasado o futuro. ¿Ok? Tenemos yo, tú, ella, él, usted. Nosotros, ellas, ellos, ustedes. ¿Ok? Ya nosotros sabemos que es estoy, estás, está, estamos, están. Okay? We also know that it's going to be estar because those things are not permanent. Okay? Those things are going to change, just like we learned with feelings. Okay? At this moment, I am happy. In the next 5 minutes, I could be sad. But then tomorrow, I will be angry. Okay? It is not permanent, so we're going to use estar. It's the action that we're doing right now. Okay? The next 10 minutes, we could be doing something else. Alright? When it comes to er, the new ending is going to be yendo. Okay? This is the only ending that you need to remember when it comes to el gerundio. Okay? Ahora, tenemos comer. ¿Qué es comer? To eat. Okay? We already know that we're going to eliminate the last 2 letters. Alright? And we're going to add our new ending, which is the only one that we have for those 2. Yendo for all of them. Okay? We also have beber, which is what? It does not have an accent. Beber. To drink. And then we're going to add the same endings. Yendo. Okay? When it comes to the verb, what you are doing, it is not going to change. The only thing that changes is who is doing it. Okay? So we have the first one. Let's say yo. Okay? Yo, we're going to look at the estar form, which is estoy comiendo. Okay? After that, you add whatever you want to add. Yo estoy comiendo pasta, or chicken, or French fries, whatever you want. Okay? So you have, I am eating pasta. Okay? Now let's say ella. Ella. Now the estar is the only one that changes, so we're going to look at esta. Está comiendo arroz con pollo. Okay? She is eating rice with chicken. Okay? When it comes to beber, it's the same one. Nosotros estamos bebiendo agua. We are drinking water. Okay? If you want to change it to day form, ellos están bebiendo jugo. They are drinking juice. Okay? And this is how we do el presente continuo, which in English is what? Present progressive. And the topic is telling you presente, okay? Not the past, not the future, okay? Remember that we need two things. What are those two things? Estar en gerundio, okay? Remember that estar is the only one that changes. Everything else will be the same, okay? Any questions, comments, concerns? Alright, now that we talk about AR, ER, IR, we're gonna go to some examples, okay? Tenemos pregunta y respuesta, okay? We know que pregunta is what? Question. Y respuesta is what? Answer, okay? So we have, ¿qué estás comiendo? Okay? So we have what? Okay? Estás is your. Comiendo, okay? Comiendo tenemos comer. Okay? So, eating. What are you eating? That is our question. So, how can we answer that? Okay? Remember, you are answering, not someone else. So, I'm going to start with yo because I am responding to this question. Yo estoy comiendo pasta. That is my question. That is my answer. Okay? ¿Con quién estás hablando? Okay? We have with. ¿Quién means what? Who? You are. And then this comes to hablar. So that means talking. Who are you talking with? Okay? Remember, I know that is weird in English. Con, with is at the end, but in Spanish is at the beginning. ¿Con quién estás hablando? With who are you talking? Who are you talking with? Okay? So we have yo estoy hablando con mi mejor amiga. I am talking with my best friend. Okay? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Okay? We know que means what. You are And then this comes from hacer, which means to do. Which, as a question, is what are you doing? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Okay. Yo estoy hablando y escribiendo. I am talking and writing. Okay. ¿Qué está bailando tu mamá? What? Now, está is in the third person, okay? Which, because we're talking about mama, we know it's a female, okay? So this is translated to she is, okay? Bailando. We have dancing. We have your, because it does not have an accent, so it is not you, it is your. And then we have mom. Okay? What is your mom dancing? Now, because I am gonna answer, I'm gonna start with my mom. Okay? Mi mamá está. I'm not gonna be a story because I am not talking about me. I'm talking about my mom. Okay? Mi mamá está bailando bachata. What is your mom dancing? My mom is dancing bachata. Mi mamá está bailando bachata. We have what? ¿Qué está diciendo la maestra? What? Now we know that this is the third person, she, he, you formal. Okay? Now we're gonna use she is like this question right here because la maestra is talking about a female. Okay? Diciendo. We have to say, but we know it's gerundio, so saying the teacher. Okay? What is the teacher saying? Okay? Now, because I'm gonna respond, it's gonna be the teacher, la maestra, está diciendo, la maestra está diciendo that que hay que escribir. ¿Ok? La maestra está diciendo que hay que escribir. The teacher is saying that we have to write. ¿Ok? Any questions, comments, concerns? If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please ask me. You can come to me and we can do this one-on-one. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day.